All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Oh my god, I just picked up the controller. I'm sorry. I can't stop it from spinning. Ooh, okay. Alright, so let's see what else we have to wrap up here. How do I get up? Okay, well this one will at least lead me to one thing. I thought? Oh no, this is the stupid... I have to sneeze. 1 second. Okay, yeah, this is that one stupid room. That has no obvious entrance. Okay, let's forget about that for now. Maybe it is. Maybe you have to get up and drop in from above. Because look at that thing where that chest is. Hold on. Oh my god, let me out. Game? Let me out. Right, because the thing we just did was push this thing out of this thing. Yeah, we dropped in, we're like bam, 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 bam. Correct? Correct. Okay, so we climb up here. No, then we're here. Okay, wait. Shit. Did I drop down here? Fuck. Hey, what's it? Why is this here? You've got to be kidding me. This flipping thing, dude. I just had to do that the whole time. Just use the secret gravity lift. Use your ears, idiot. That's what the game said. Okay, so now if I drop down, I should be able to open up the thing down there. Okay, hopefully I can just... Swoop. Yep, perfect. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Oh, we got the guy. So wait, I'm down. This whole time I've just been wondering, what is he going to like do to try to one up that last? Because he was a 4-phase boss fight. Is he gonna just be like a mad gimmick, or is it gonna be like the Elder Prime or Primeval or whatever the hell it was in the Doom Eternal, where it's just like Goliathly long, huge boss fight? I don't remember what I said about it that in the past. I think thinking about it, I thought it was... It seems okay, but it could obviously be better. There's just so much shit all around, if I remember. Yeah, no, I mean, it was... For Doom Eternal, it was fantastic. Okay, let's hit the middle part first. Yeah, no, for Doom Eternal, it was great. That was a great way to end the game, I thought. I think. I think that's what I said back then. I don't know for sure, but that's how I would think about it at the moment. I do think there is kind of like a ultimate irony in some way, just because everyone complained about the Marauder in Doom Eternal, because you'd have to like, and I think myself included, I was probably pissed at it when I first played it. I don't even know if I explained it in the post game or whatever. But there's like a sweet spot, because I'm pretty sure I played Doom Eternal multiple times. But yeah, there's like a spot you have to bait out the attack, but now everything then when you allow people to parry, they're like, I'll wait, I was fine. Suddenly or if you, like, they're intrinsically trying to bait out attack without even knowing it, feels like, probably. And then they'll wait all day. Well, maybe not all day, but you know what I mean. There's been times where I've got caught up in it. Just waiting for a guy to like think. I'm like, wait a minute, I can just charge and bonk him myself. They got me. There's no shame. Is this really just for a chest? Just better have all the fucking money. No, it doesn't matter. I literally have bought everything I need to buy. This is just like, here you go, just in case. Essentially is what the game is saying. Ooh. The maze of those actually is just probably a big shortcut. Alright, now we go out, we go left. Oh no. Oh, the worst timeline. Yeah, make me go all the way around? They are gonna make me go all the way around. Okay. It's okay, that's okay. We got a gravity pad. Okay, what else are we missing? Oh, that's the last thing. Seemingly. Okay, but I can't just run up there, I don't think. Where the key is? Because we took a teleporter to get up there, I thought? How do I get back over there? Does that, if I, okay, wait, hold on. Damn it. I'm getting lamed out of one thing? You gonna do me like that? Wait. Hold on, there might be a world. Thinking, planning course. No, I know what that does. That doesn't help. Oh wait, this is an elevator. Maybe we can go back down. Hell yeah. I'm actually kind of interested to see what speedruns for this game are like, because I imagine, like, I do hope, despite this not being my favorite Doom, not that that doesn't make this a great Doom, but I would love to see how because like their whole thing is like double jump through physics thing, and I wonder, because you can definitely get like some speed going here and a little bit of momentum, so I feel like they're still gonna finagle something. Is this locked to me for forever from beyond time? What is this? Oh wait, hold on, I see. But yes, I'm very curious to see speedruns of this game. Especially because I've seen like some of the 16 or in the... I don't know if I've seen an Eternal one. But I see whichever one has like the mouse scroll physics trick, or maybe both of them do, but... Yeah, now we got... Oh wait, no, we have everything but an ammo thing, which is probably in the next encounter anyways. Yeah, I want to see if there's any secret tricks. Not that I'm gonna do them, but just because I think it's neat. I'm still just gonna play normal Doom. Like, I think it's fascinating how speedrun Devil May Cry works, but I'm still gonna play normal Devil May Cry. And I actually don't know if I've seen a speedrun of Dante Must Die mode. I'd like to see that, because usually every time I see it, it's on the easy difficulty, because, you know, then the enemies are easier. Okay, this is the last one I get. I think I use it for the shredder. It's between the shredder and the pulverizer. I like never use either of them. I think this one has more use. Especially because I never use that. Oh, nope, not spending on that. Alright, I could use the static shield if I wanted. Well, I'll stick with the old Virgil swords. Oh, wait. Hold on. Does that mean I got all the rubies? If that, then this costed money. That can't be right. Okay. Wait. Am I missing something? Why do I have an extra one? Fuck it. They just give you extra ones just in case? It doesn't seem like them. It's not very Doom of you, Doom. I don't know. I'm no Doom expert. Don't quote me on this. Listen, if I'm an expert on any game, it's like Devil May Cry or Metal Gear. Not in the sense that I'm like the best player or anything, and just that I've played them a bunch. Or Mass Effect. But Mass Effect is that list. Because even the fighting games I played, it's like, you ask me lore questions? I don't know, I'm just doing fucking Churi combos over here. There's a cyber demon? Alright, well this guy's gotta die regardless. Oh shit. Dude, this is a fucking cluster. Oh, he's the fucking leader, is the cyber demon. Oh, I thought you were armor. I thought you were my friend. Oh shit. Oh damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, there's 2 leaders? That's insane. Also, why is that out? He's like, I got an upgrade. Oh, nope, not yet, not yet. I'm sorry. Alright. One's worth it. Except I wish I had hit him with it. Okay. Oh, there's a fucking dude. Too early. Ooh. Hey, he took my armor away immediately. Come here. What you fucking flailing this thing around literally? Dang, that's a generous amount of health to give me the death on. I was like, man, I got some work to do. I literally just looked up at it to check and make a comment. Oh, and now this motherfucker, there's more. But wait, there's more, they said. Alright, everybody just fucking chill. I was gonna say, still. I can't believe they teleported that enemy out though, for sure. I didn't realize this big spamunculus there was the key to everything dying. Okay, there's a point of no return. Alright, literally everything, we got everything we could have. Which means it should just be some big fight now, I assume. And then shove this man in a coffin. He's like, ah yes, my Doom Watcher camera picked him up crawling the side of my ship. Get him, boys.
He's on board. We hold our ground until he finishes this.
Oh, is it mace time? Give me all your health. Oh my god, I'm getting beat by a staircase. Out of my way. Oh my god, I actually died. Shit, I thought I was gonna be invincible with this setup. Wow, it keeps berserk? That's actually crazy. Okay. Grabbing that. Is there really nothing up back there? Excuse me, excuse me. Excuse me, menu input delay. Alright. I don't know what I know I have all the stuff. I'm just a goody psychopath. I do need to put this back on though. It's like Resident Evil. I just gotta save as much ammo as I can. I'll like ferry it to the nearest box.
Kill him. Avenge your god.
Listen, he made it fight me. That's not my fault. If anything, I freed it. I do like this dual boss, though. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, I was just about to say, because the shield also will, like, help me, tell what's going on. Who do I really need to fight? Alright, where'd she go? Ooh. Damn, she's fast. Come on, let me bonk you. I still don't know what that. Oh god. Purple bar is. That was a fraction of a second before I had the cooldown ready. Oh, perfect. I needed that. Excuse me. Oh!
If I die, Witch, your god, all his knowledge will be lost forever.
What about her knowledge of it? Oh god. Gotta be careful. Some of these releases. Ooh, perfect. It's always, man, this was the right difficulty. Everything's like perfectly timed. Your turn now.
I command the Horde. Kill me, and this war will never end.
Oh my god, I have to fight him again. Oh. That one was quite forgiving. But I will take it all the same. Oh, I wasn't sure what the time was on that one. Nope. Alright, probably about one more damage cycle, probably. Oh. Oh, perfect. I wish they had done that the other way, but I understand. Well, now I don't. I was gonna say, I wish they had done him, then she jumped in later. You have been Darth Maul. Get doomed. Oh, you're next. You're about to get doomed too. Prepare to be doomed 3. And with the yelp of the demons, they fled back underground, waiting for the next archdemon. Yep. Oh, I'm glad it's using that. That's what I used. I respect it. Just fucking beating his ass. I respect them not. I respect them resisting the urge for it to just crank in like the intro music or whatever their best song is right as you smack them. Whatever, just drop some bum 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 bum. Because they would have ruined it. It's my turn to chuck his head down there. That's right. Go run off to become Gears of War. No, you can't. Okay, good. Yeah, put him in the coffin. Or whatever the fuck it is. You did your duty, good Slayer, sir. Hip hip cheerio. Get in this casket. Oh.
No one has seen him since the assault.
We are much better off with him on his own. And you, young sentinel. Your father tells me great things about you.
Thank you, sir. The Maker's Church has disavowed all actions taken by the Creed.
They give their word he was acting alone, and they'll bring justice to anyone that collaborated with them.
We'll move forward with our own Inquisition, quietly.
It is time to look forward. We will always be a people of faith. But we must consider now who we will put that faith in. And I say to you, there is no better place to turn to than ourselves. This is our home, and we will stand together to the last sentinel to defend it. As we have before, as our ancestors did, as we always will. And lastly, I'll ask you to join me now in paying our respect to him. The people of Argent D'Nur rest easier now, knowing he is out there.
He's out there dooming it up. Go off doing doom things.
Targets identified.
This isn't his ship, is it? It might be. Oh, it's almost a shame that it has to cut to a chapter complete, no credit scroll after the riff. Come on, man. We can skip the credits if you want. Holy. So wait, they don't show how he goes into the casket. They're just like, there he goes, off going to do doom things again. Continue? Is this just gonna load the thing? Yeah, oh, yeah, what the fuck? That's so silly. Alright. Halfway through the video, that is. Well, I don't know if that's for real, but halfway through what is at least a good hour. That was a mixed bag for me, personally. But it is a great game. I think it's very... It's different. It's like original... I was almost having this thought earlier where it's like... This is almost like... too original Doom. Like, you're grounded, you do have a jump, but it basically doesn't do anything for you mostly. So it's like it's there, but you just kind of use it to like get around a little bit. It's not like almost like a true functional combat tool. Knock on wood, until some like speedrunner is like a god or whatever, or some other like more dedicated gamer to this game deny. But anyways. It's different. It's more of like if they took that, because of like how he like respawns and comes back to life. It's just like that would be something that they would describe as like chapter 1. John Doom has arrived at the thing to do Doom things, and then like Doom ensues, and then he gets to things like, and then he was teleported into like the Hellspawn realm of like the 7th dimensional circle of hell or whatever, and then like he's like, and then this he died, and then this happened, and now he's fighting the purgatory demons and all that shit. Like that would be stuff that they describe in the thing, but now they're like, well, now it's a AAA game with like all these productions and cutscenes and like how do we make this make sense here? And I do appreciate the cutscenes in that sense because something I'll get to in a minute. But it like at first it's like, oh yeah, he takes off the helmet. I was like, ah, that's kind of annoying. I wish he never did. But it was like kind of funny just to see him goofing and gaffing around. And you do see his face. Like, let's be real. You've seen Doom Guy's face since the beginning of Doom, looking at you and the thing. So it's funny to see him like come back to life and be like, oh my god, I'm actually summoned back from a hell circle. Okay, whatever, that's fine. And then just like go back to it and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, to get back to the initial thing there with the cutscenes, is both. This is something that I thought after Eternal, and I think people were like, oh, Doom 2016, it's all great that there's no like cutscenes or whatever. But the thing is, that's a great thing to say until you replay Doom 2016 and you're in the fucking room with Samuel Hayden yapping for like 3 minutes, or you're like waiting to read a thing about like Mars and you're like, I don't give a fuck. I've played this game 3 times. I don't need to see this like whole thing and send this thing, just like let me out so I can finish the level. So it's like in some cases it's like cool, but other times for like replayability, which I think Doom kind of, especially at this point, like between Eternal and this game, it's like, dude, you are 100% like, it's an arcade shooter, but like a cinematic arcade shooter in a great way. Because, you know, you got all these colored things, you're doing all these like crazy things, even though it's not as crazy as Eternal in my opinion, and not as like fun. I think it's absolutely like, I've never finished Bright Memory Infinite, but like, as far as like a first-person shooter hack and slash thing, this is one of the best one, like the best of the best, if not the best. If you're only counting FPS, obviously, if you like put Vanquish in there, I might have some, that might shift my opinions a little bit. And there might actually some other games might, I don't know, that it's a little bit tougher in that case either way. Anyways, I digress. It's nice to have the cutscenes. You can just skip them. I wanted to know, I do think while the lore was like a little over the top and like I don't really care that much, like I'm interested, but like I don't need like a serious reason for like the war stuff. I just like that when Doom guy was just like, oh yeah, I need to kill Big Demon, shoot me through the cannon type of thing. But it was good. It was probably like the best story that they've had in their defense. Like, it's probably like the most interesting thing they've done. I know I had to play Eternal. I probably had to play this one again to like really truly like get what's really going on anyways. So that part was actually good, despite me going like, oh yeah, the story's like whatever, but that's because like I'm mostly here for the gameplay in the first place. But again, if you don't care, if you really don't care, I was just like, I'm not super invested in the lore, but I'm interested to hear about it. That's where I'm coming in. I think it was good. I thought it was fun. Not like my favorite story of the thing, where I don't think the events were as interesting as say like Eternal, but I think the story itself was grander. Alright. Now we have to talk about a little bit of the elephant in the room, the music. Oh, I should be looking to see who did the music. I probably missed it at this point. But yeah, no. I'm sure they did their best. It's very, so if Mick Gordon hadn't done the music before, I would probably have no issues, to be honest. It'd probably be absolutely fine. But since his stuff does exist and in the same like style slash universe as like these games, you're just like, yeah, but yeah, but Mix is just insanely more filled out and it like has a lot more soul to it than what exists. Like this is the soundtrack. What I got here is like more like a Hollywood soundtrack, and they're like, you need to do like a mosh like type of Doom sounding soundtrack and like hit these things. And you can see where they pulled like inspiration from like other Doom games and like maybe Mixcore. Like not saying necessarily he pulled specifically from Mixcore, but like inspiration from his stuff plus like the other games. It seems like there's some like more classic ones. I feel like some of the last combat tracks within like the last 4 levels or so, where I swear I thought I heard a Doom track or Quake inspired track or something like that. But yeah, so it's like I see where he's coming from. It's just not as soulful and it's not as like well worked into the game as Mix was. And I know Mick didn't specifically do like the program. I mean, I don't think, at least not on Doom. I think he just made all of the tracks and sent them over. I don't think he actually like mixed them in and programmed them in or anything like that. But they did that way better last time. And maybe after I replayed Doom Eternal offline, since I do have a recording of, when I do replay it, maybe my opinion will change on at least how it's mixed in game. But I do remember the tracks feeling more impactful. There's like maybe, I don't remember them offhand, but there's a good handful in here that I did like as well. But they weren't as like I was saying, like they need to be like filled out more, and like we're just like missing things that the Mick version of Doom games have had, and I'm just like, oh man. Maybe I'll listen to some of the soundtracks like offline and I'll be like, ooh, actually this one's really great. And I'll have like some epiphany, but at the moment that does not seem to be the case. Alright, but now, it's like I said, it's not like the music's bad. It's still perfectly fine. It's just something that's like not going to make this like my favorite Doom game or make it like be like that standout thing. But the gameplay is incredible for like a parry bullet hell like first person game. I don't know if I've ever even seen a specifically first person. I've seen a lot of third person games like that, but I don't know too many first person ones other than like, I don't know if I could count mech games I've played, most mech games at least. At least that they wouldn't play fast enough and be as hack and slashy. But that would be like the next closest thing. But even the mech games I'm thinking of that come close to like what this is doing would be more third person anyways. Oh shit. So yeah, definitely like the best. I mean, you got most of the same like feeling things. I think I needed to boost weapon sounds because I think that might have been something I did on internal. But anyways. Yeah, no, everything feels great. The melee weapon feels great. I wish personally there was more things for me to be doing at once. I did like how Eternal was like, you should use this weapon for this and this weapon for this, and it had you kind of like wrestling your controller more and doing more things, and that's what I appreciated about it, along with like jump dashing and dodging crazy amounts of stuff. Whereas this one, especially because of the homing of the enemies, and it is still very noisy, I feel like it doesn't terribly affect me too much. It was just like the initial learning curve was just like, oh shit, how does this work type of situation. And then once I figured out, I was like, well, I know what to dodge, I know what to block, and yada yada. Like maybe if you could interact with more of the projectiles, even not like if they just weren't green, or if you could parry more or something, I don't know, or neutralize them. Like if there was some way to like maybe like absorb them at the least. Like I need that like extra level that Doom Eternal took from 2016 to Eternal. I need that, like, that's what I was almost saying, maybe it was in the last section of this, like, this is their first game. I think I need like their second one. But I do appreciate a lot of the stuff that they brought, and it's sick, and I actually do like a majority of how the gameplay works. I just think some get lost in the sauce. Not all the weapons are my favorite. We just used the big bonk bonk, but even the big bonk bonk wasn't like my favorite weapon of all time. And nothing else like, it's like the shotgun's always a classic, you know, you always gotta have the shotgun for sure. And then they changed everything else essentially because they know everybody's gotta have the shotgun, the super shotgun that's Doom. And some kind of BFG. And it's not like I'm dissatisfied from the other ones, but it's just like the majority of demons you fight that matter are the big ones. You use the shotgun, and you could have like bonk bonk and any other gun, or maybe rocket launcher too. Maybe if you're a big rocket launcher fan, there's a big strategy there. But mine was just so based around the bonk. But it could have been with the rocket launcher. I was just thinking of because of like the cannibalism trait. So yeah, there's definitely different strategies. I'm just not that big of a rocket player, and there's no true railgun. Oh, there was no cycle thing for the bonk. There was no like alternate weapon. Unless you unlock it after the game or something, maybe you have to like get something. I don't know. I'll find out a different time, probably after this. But yeah. I think that's why it's like this is what like between the music and then it's like not having a bunch of weapons that I feel attached to personally is what like definitely separate it from Eternals. Like if Eternals like a 12 out of 10, this is like a 9 out of 10, and then Doom 2016 is probably like an 8 out of 10. Or something like that. Maybe I could. I don't know. 2016 could also be a 9 out of 10 for me because also it does have the better soundtrack, and it also has my favorite gun of the series, which is the Gauss cannon, in like launch mode or whatever the fuck. Siege mode, launch mode, whichever one it is. The one that's not the charge, it just like you lock in place. Oh my god, that's so satisfying. If they needed something, that's why like the bonk was my closest. That was my closest gun for like, oh, this is the best. And that's why I was hoping that like, oh, if there's a different version, it could be like a railgun, you know, it's a charge thing, and we'll have another charge thing. In fact, I might look this up. But yeah, nothing beats that Doom Eternal though. Loop for me. The music, the guns, the skill shots, and they did have types of skill shots here. But they made them a lot simpler, which is like, I get it. But, man. Sorry, I'm looking up this thing. Okay, wait. Yeah, it currently is the only member of the Reaver class. And it is supposed to be the railgun, which does explain why I liked it the most. The big bonk. But what I will say, so yeah, that explains. I mean, it is a railgun. I think. Okay, let me say this though. Doom Eternal does have a better arsenal. However, I do like the chain shot gun here better than the ballista. I'd take the chain shot over the ballista anytime. For sure. Even no alternate fire doesn't matter. I'll take that. But what I will say is I did enjoy the very last boss fight. The second to last one, I'm mixed. I do think the boss fights were definitely better in Eternal overall. I think they were more varied, and this is the problem I ultimately have with these parry games, is that the strategy inevitably falls down to the same thing. And I know that's kind of true of all boss fights to some extent, but like at least there's like wiggle room. And I know there's still wiggle room here, but it's just like the winning strategy is oppressively to do this. Like it just feels like there's no other option to do parry into whatever. Like you just need to be doing parry all the time, like parry, 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 parry. And so the whole game is just parrying, which is great if you like parrying like that, but I don't want everything to be parry, parry, parry. I want parry to be an option that I could use. And especially because they don't give you a dodge, it's like literally the only option. Like, I don't know if I've ever had the Sekiro rent before on record, but it's just like Sekiro, at least you can dodge. Like there's options for dodging. It's not my favorite game of the FromSoft. First of all, it's Armored Core. Out of anything recent. Then it's Bloodborne, and then maybe it's Elden Ring. And then Dark Souls 3. But shit, something about FromSoft. Sekiro. Yeah. I just hate that the gameplay of Sekiro boils down to parry this, stab. Especially that, and more so, I wouldn't say more so than Doom, but just as heavily. It's just not the boss fight doesn't feel like it totally depends on it. Like Doom, you could totally avoid like 90% of the stuff except for like maybe some of the melee attacks or like some of the stuff that like a cyber demon is doing, for example. Like the cyber demon, you basically have to run in there and fucking parry that shit. Otherwise, you're just having a bad time, and your shield's gonna go away pretty quick. So yeah, that's why I was just like the prevailing strategy has to be that, and that's why I also fumble with Sekiro a little bit because I'm like, well, you can at least dodge, except you still need to like engage in parry slash parry slash parry slash parry slash parry 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 slash or whatever it ends up being, versus like you having a bit more experimentation. And that's why like all my other games from FromSoft that I'm like are way better is a fucking, first of all, customizable mech game. Well, first of all, I put Chrome Hounds up there too, but that you can't even play that game anymore. Armored Core is up there because then customizable mech. Bloodborne transforming weapons are sick as fuck. And Elden Ring, just the build like variety is insane as well. I mean, it just goes to like how much build variety you get. So you have more options to do more things, and then you just press R1 anyways. But the the whole point is to just say, I get sick of just doing parry all the time. I want to mix it up, and when every enemy boils down to parry, like at least Sekiro had some bosses that where jump was the required response. And for most of the bosses in a game that requires these parries, parry is the primary response, and usually nothing else. And so I get sick of it so fast. So that's why, almost from the get-go, especially once I realized parry was a mechanic, I may have seen that before, but then like forgot about it. But I just knew this was not going to top Eternal for me. It's still, like I said, 9 out of 10. It's just not that 11 out of 10 or 12 out of 10. It doesn't like go beyond. And it, oh yeah, that was the problem too. With it didn't carry over well into the mech and the mounts. They needed more time to like develop out that combat. Like, it was fun, it was smooth, it worked perfectly, it was very polished. It's not like it was bad or anything, it just needed more. In my opinion. Again, I'm a filthy Devil May Cryer. There's probably somebody who's like, this is the best thing ever, and has played like Call of Duty Mech or something, and they called it. Actually, I'm sure Call of Duty Mech has more options. Or something. Well, yeah, no, it's smooth, it feels good. I have no complaints about the quality of the movement or anything like that. It's just quite literally the I just want like another layer. And it doesn't even have to be a layer of like the enemy offense. Well, I mean, I would prefer maybe one, but I know that will like cause issues. But I want at least more things to be shooting out. Like having the two shoulder things in Eternal was incredible. Where it's like, here's your grenade, it does this. Here's your flamethrower, it does this. Here's your fucking melee chainsaw, it gets you your ammo back. Like, this freezes enemy for armor, this gives you health, this does this. And I'm like, glory kill. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. I love it. This is just like, here's your shield, you can throw it, it'll stun people. I'm like, okay. It's like, and then you can make these builds that will either give you health or armor or whatever with these specific weapons. I was like, okay. And then they're like, we want you to give you the freedom that people wanted in 16, but some of the skill shots of Eternal without it being so exhaustive. So yeah, now, here, I'll just show you something now. Let's just pick, surely this has, I mean, it's the first mission, it's got a cutscene. So yeah, let's say you do this, you're like, okay, I just want to doom it up, right? I'm here to doom. Boom, hold A, skip, you're in there. You're dooming. Like, that's the beauty of the whole freaking, just like, if you're just gonna give me exposition and lock me in a room, you might as well just make it a cutscene. Just, even if you just like have it's mocapped, do the thing or whatever, and then it's just a camera angle outside. Just fucking do that. Is there like a music box that I can yap with? Because this song will eventually come with the fury of 10,000 suns. Oh, maybe that's why the shotgun started to feel less meaty later. Okay, well, make sure if you do change your audio, you balance the sound effects as well. That's on me. Okay. So I'm not going to hold that against them. On that audio balance stuff. The music still, I cranked that shit up. Collectible? Oh, here. Well, this has at least it, like, filtered out a bit. Oh, yeah, because we beat the... Okay, the Cthulhu... Alright, I'll say this. As gimmicky as the Cthulhu fight was, that was actually kind of fun. But then it all becomes like a blur with, like... This is also probably the best song in the game. Creed, Maker, and all that, and they all kind of like blend together. We just let this rock for a little bit of how sick it is. Oh. Oh, you can get skins for the alien? Hold on. Oh, that's not there. Yeah, it's just missing, like... Again, even this is great. Like, it's incredible, actually. But it's just missing that something. Alright. Oh, I only had the default one. Here, wait. I'm gonna play Try Exploring, look for the thing, and then the app a little bit more. Look for the... Who did the music? but then we'll just back out once I'm done. But yeah, no, that second to last boss fight though, I'm really like audio director. Okay, I don't know if that's necessarily. You can just approve the direction. That's not necessarily the. Okay, we're in design. But yeah, no, I applaud them for at least trying something new. Like going back to the roots, but also like revamping it in another new way. Because they revamped the last game, or like when they brought back 2016, it was like, wow, this is like completely different. So I'm glad they were able to accomplish that again in like a whole different like gameplay style. Like I was saying before, other things, it's just not my personal style. I prefer more of the eternal spaceship combat, as they themselves put it, and just being an airplane of death, flinging around, zipping around the map, which you can fling around and zip around and do stuff as well here with like the shield charge and stuff like that. It's just not the same. VFX, dude, cinematics. Dude, they can put audio like at the like halfway through basically. It'll be at the end of the first set of credits. Alright, here we go, audio. Designers, we got some technical designers. They're just the ones who probably like implemented it. Development, services and systems, programmers. Oh, it was it? They didn't want to say who made like the soundtrack themselves? Did they not want? I mean, it's not a bad soundtrack. Alright, I'm gonna look it up. Who did the music for Doom: The Dark Ages? Here we go. Who did the Doom Dark Ages music? Wait, original music by Finishing Move. Just right as I looked up the credits. Okay. So yeah, whoever, yeah, these guys. Who the hell is this? Yeah, no, another analogy I had for like Doom Eternal was like if Doom Eternal music was like heavy death metal choir, this was like a grunge mosh pit or something. Like you're in Doom Eternal, you're screaming literally through the pits of hell at the speed of hell itself, just going through, ripping and tearing. Versus this one, you're kind of like rolling in with a battle tank, flinging around shit here and there, throwing back shit, slapping away things, or whatever. It's a mosh pit. Versus the other one is like a surgical journey of doom and destruction. This is just like a chaotic symphony of destruction. What else was there to look at here? Wait, let's go through all the levels. Like, not like play them obviously, but like, what does details say? I don't know if I can recognize some of these from just like the picture. They did have a good variety of sets though, and like I said, the skyboxes and all that shit. Yeah, going into this was probably actually the best part of the game. Was when we went to the when it just tried to do its own thing and get away from the like honestly, if they had just, I know they can't, they have to set up the sentinels and do other stuff, so they're like trying to fill out the lore. But if they had found a way to make it like, actually just cut out the makers maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm missing some maker lore, but they cut out the makers and maybe just the sentinels. This was like the sentinels and the journey with the Doomslayer. And then you maybe don't even need the Demon Man, but you could keep them there if you want. And then it's just more of the like old one stuff and the fucking Cthulhu shit. Cause that was cool. And yeah, the second to last boss fight, I mean, you get checkpoints, but 4 phases was just like a little excessive after the Cthulhu thing, and I was just like, let's see, this form twice is like wolf demon form twice, and I was just like, it's basically the same thing. Like, listen, I'm familiar with boss rushes and stuff, but there's got to be some variety with you. A little bit more than what I guess they're adding layers essentially, which is fine, I guess, but you couldn't do it across, like, imagine if you played Virgil in Devil May Cry 5, and then instead of over time him layering on his offense in both like the Nero and Dante fight and like layering on the tactics, is that it's like no. He's gonna have a whole nother health bar every single time. It's just like they just want to try to hit you with like a moral blow because it's just like, oh well, that was annoying, now I gotta do it 3 more times. With just like extra shit. So that's why I'm just like not the biggest fan. I mean, I'm glad they give you a checkpoint. Anyone who's doing like Ultra Nightmare or whatever the fuck that one mode is. You can't even select that. But yeah, the one that, yeah, because you'd have to, yeah. Anyone who's doing like either of these is just gonna pull their eyes out. Yeah, because you just oh, and they even hit at nightmare difficulty. So you're dying out there. If you fuck up any of those parries. Like, you might get 2-touched, honestly, even at full upgrade. Anywho. I did like this final fight more than the other one. I think this level was a fun gimmick level. I wish they didn't call it Final Battle. But this one was definitely the better boss fight, in my opinion. This just was so excessively long. I should have stopped at Cthulhu. He should have got away, and then we should have fought him the first time normal, the second time wolf demon thing. Then we could have escaped, had a level, like, you could have had that at the end of this, and then just done this level. If we're gonna fight him 4 times here, what's the point of fighting him here? Twice. Or since we beat his ass so many times, maybe after we beat the witch, she like resurrects him with witch magic, and then he fights all awkward. But just 5 times back to back of the same thing basically was just like, oh my god. No, not even 6 times. 6. Like, get over yourself. So, while this fight was cool, I wish it didn't come with this fight as the caveat. Although the Cthulhu part, totally fine. They could have worked at just a Cthulhu fight at the end and then somehow made fights 1 and 2, phase 1 and 2 of the, like, you fight him normal, you fight him wolf. Then maybe the witch comes in, saves him, or like fights alongside of him normal after you knock him out of wolf form, and then fucking you have witch possess him, and then when you kill him, that's the last time, then they just both die. And then after you beat Cthulhu, you do the level up until fight then. I think that would have been nicer, but I mean, I'm sure there's a million things going on. But like I said, I have a lot of nitpicks, and so it's just a nitpick. Like I said, 9 out of 10. This is a great game. I highly recommend if you're a fan of Doom, you should play it, and especially if you like parry games or if you're a big Sekiro fan and who likes first-person shooters, you should absolutely play this. Easily one of the best Doom games out there. Or FPS games even. I put it up there in like probably my top 10 of FPS games. Let me think. Got Eternal, Titanfall 2, at least Doom 2016, maybe Wolfenstein. And I'm thinking just for a single player. Maybe Halo Reach. I'd have to think about it. God, yeah, what the heck is my top FPS games? I haven't played so many in so long, it's hard to know all the ones I've played and which are the best. But Doom and Titanfall are definitely at the top. Alright, anyways. That was Doom. We will find, I mean, I'm in the middle of like 5 different things right now, but we'll find something a little bit more digestible because I'm in the middle of RPGs. I'm in the middle of RPGs right now, so I'll find something that's going to be a little bit quicker, like this, although this is debatably an RPG long game. And we'll have that. Maybe it's the next thing. There might be some rapid plays coming in that have, someone said, RPG content in them. Yeah, no, I'll figure it out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe if you did, and we will catch you in the next one. Goodbye. Yeah.